My child, listen to me, not just with your ears, but with your heart. You've walked through times when your value wasn't seen by the very people you tried to help. You carried heavy burdens in places where no one noticed you. You shared wisdom, but it was only received when someone else said the same thing. You stayed loyal and kind while others were praised, and you were left unseen. You wondered, do they even know who I really am? But I did. I always have. Before they ignored you, I noticed. Before they judged you, I understood. Before they questioned you, I believed in you. I saw how you kept showing up when you were tired. I saw how you softened your words to avoid being misunderstood. I saw how you carried your values with quiet strength, even when people mocked or ignored you. I saw how you held the weight of knowing who you truly are while waiting for someone else to recognize it. God's plan is bigger than your fear. Type, I choose faith to affirm. But know this, your value was never based on who saw it. Their failure to see your purpose did not delay your calling. Their silence was not a verdict. Their rejection was not a ruling. Their absence was not my voice. I never needed their approval to bless your life. I never needed their recognition to start your journey. You were already chosen, already anointed, already being shaped for something greater. I saw you fight the urge to prove yourself. I saw you stay quiet when you could have defended yourself. I saw you choose peace instead of pride. I saw you remain faithful, even when the rewards didn't come. I saw you cry quietly while pretending to be strong, and in every moment, even the silent ones, I never lost sight of you. You've been through seasons where no one understood you, where people dismissed your insight and misunderstood your heart. You started to doubt yourself. You wondered if your dream was just emotion. You started to shrink yourself to fit in. But I never asked you to become less. I only asked you to trust me when no one else could see what I put inside you. You were not being punished. You were being protected. Some people would have used your gift before it was ready. Some opportunities would have drained you before you had the strength to handle them. Some platforms would have celebrated your voice but crushed your soul. So I hid you, not to hurt you, but to help you grow strong. And now it's time, not for revenge, not to shame others, but to fulfill the promise I spoke over your life from the beginning. The strength, wisdom, and clarity I've been building in you are rising. It will not be loud, it will not be arrogant, but it will be clear. It will be real. It will be undeniable. Your voice will carry weight, not because of your talent, but because of your obedience. Your presence will shift the atmosphere, not because of your charm, but because of my spirit resting on you. You won't need to explain yourself anymore. The fruit of your life will speak. Your peace will speak. Your quiet faith will speak. This is not a promotion. This is a revealing. Not the version others expected, but the one I designed. It won't follow their schedule. It won't ask for permission. It will come directly from me, your source, your protector, your provider. When they finally notice, don't shrink. Don't feel guilty. Don't apologize for finally being seen. This is not your doing. This is my hand. The ones who once overlooked you will begin to realize what they missed. Not because you demanded it, but because I'm finishing what I started in you. Some people who misunderstood you will begin to understand. Some who judged you will recognize your patience. Some who silenced you will remember your words. Not all will return, and not all are meant to. But what needs to be restored will be, and what needed to leave is already gone. Now walk with me, not ahead, not behind, step by step, breath by breath. Heaven has been watching. This is not your comeback. This is your unveiling. The world is about to see what I've always known. You're not just rising, you're being revealed. I see how hard you've tried to hold everything together. I see the silent pain behind your smiles. You kept showing up, even when your heart was breaking. You never needed to prove anything to me. I saw your loyalty all along. But I also know the quiet voice inside you that still asks, does anyone see me? Do they know what it costs just to keep going? Yes, I see, I know, and I've never changed my mind about you. You've been surrounded by people who couldn't understand your depth, people who misunderstood your silence, people who thought your delay meant you weren't ready. You sat in rooms where you had something valuable to offer, but were told to stay quiet. You stayed faithful while others moved forward, and still you stayed. You didn't manipulate, you didn't chase, you didn't fight for attention. You waited. You stayed pure, and that made you precious to me. You didn't grow bitter. You didn't let their blindness define you. You may have doubted, but you never gave up, and that matters more than you know. I don't just reward what people see, I reward what is surrendered, and you've surrendered everything. Your dreams, your timing, even your name, just to follow me. When I look at you, I don't see someone who failed. I don't see someone who's behind. I see someone who has grown strong in the quiet place. Someone whose heart still beats for me, even after disappointment. Someone who stayed soft, even in a harsh world. That's why I've preserved you. That's why I've waited to reveal you. Because what I've placed inside you is holy, and I won't let it be mishandled. Now come back to me, not just to serve, not just for direction, but for closeness. Come back to the place where I remind you who you are. Let me speak over the parts of you that doubt. Let me quiet the voices that made you feel small. Let me speak identity into the places where insecurity tried to grow. You don't have to fight to be seen anymore. You don't have to prove your worth. I will confirm you. I will reveal you. I will lift you up. Just stay close to me. Walk like someone who knows heaven has seen them. Not with pride, but with peace. You don't have to prove yourself anymore. You don't have to insert yourself to feel important. I'm securing your identity in my love. Even if they never say the words, you are still chosen. You are still mine. My love defines you. My presence carries you. And I am restoring everything that was lost while you waited to be seen. So don't come to me asking for more visibility. Come for clarity. Come not to be promoted, but to be filled. Let me breathe into you again. Let me rebuild your confidence in me, not in their approval. I've always known who you are, and I'm ready to show others what I've always seen. Now, let's talk about the pain. The kind you learn to live with. The kind you buried deep just to keep going. The kind that made you see yourself through a lens of rejection. You faced more rejection than people know, not loud, not dramatic, but silent and sharp. They didn't fight you, they just didn't see you. They didn't argue with you, they just didn't make room for you. And that silence started to whisper lies into your heart. You're not behind. You're being prepared. Type, my timing is divine if you trust the journey. Maybe I don't belong. Maybe I'm not needed. Maybe I should stay quiet. But those lies were never from me. You didn't imagine your calling. You didn't exaggerate your gift. I placed it in you on purpose with love. What hurt wasn't just that they missed your talent, it's that they missed you. They used what you offered but didn't see your heart. They didn't understand what it cost you to stay kind while hurting. I know what it did to your confidence. I know how you flinch when hope rises again. You say, "I'm fine," but I see the unhealed places you've been carrying. You've carried your assignments faithfully, even while carrying pain. That pain has shaped your thinking more than you realize. It's made you dream smaller, doubt more, love with caution. But I want to heal that now. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not invisible to me. How they handled you doesn't define who you are. That pain doesn't make you weak. It just makes you human. But don't wear it like armor anymore. I want to turn it into wisdom. I want to remove the fear that pretends to be protection. Let me break down the walls you've built. I want your heart clear, not heavy. I want your vision restored, not blurred by the past. Walk into the new without expecting rejection. Don't carry the fear of being overlooked into the next chapter. That season is done. The wound doesn't get to write your future. I do. I didn't let the pain destroy you. I let it shape you, to break pride, to strengthen your roots, to center your identity in something that can't be taken. When they looked past you, I looked deeper. When they walked away, I came closer. Now I want to heal not just what they did, but what it made you believe about yourself. Because the pain tried to rename you. Forgotten, unneeded, unworthy. But I never called you those things. I call you mine. Enough. Loved. Chosen. Called. You've carried the weight of being unseen long enough. You've explained yourself long enough. You've adapted yourself to fit places that didn't value you. That's over. I'm setting you free, not just from people, but from the pain. I'm lifting the bitterness. I'm clearing the disappointment. I'm giving you peace, the kind that comes from being fully known and fully loved. Let me finish healing you. Let me break the tie between identity and approval. You already have a voice. You already belong, and I won't let your past wounds limit your future joy. You are not who pain tried to make you. You are who I say you are. This is your turning point. The pain didn't end your story. It positioned you for the next chapter. And now I will show them who you really are. Not because you fought to be seen, but because you waited for me. You're about to walk in what I always planned. You're ready now, and the world will soon see what I've always seen in you. You're stepping into a moment that was written long before the pain ever reached you. A moment that has been waiting for you, not because you were behind, but because the time had to be right. I was never late. I was preparing every detail, every step, every open door. You thought the delay was denial, but it was divine timing. You thought being unseen meant you were forgotten, but it meant I was forming you in the quiet. I was removing the voices that didn't deserve access to your promise. I was setting the stage for something so sacred, I couldn't allow it to be touched too soon. You thought your tears were wasted, but they watered the roots. You thought your prayers were unheard, but they were building the bridge. You thought your silence was the end, but it was the beginning of your strength. A spiritual shift is happening for your good. Type 333 if you're aligned. Now I'm placing you where your voice will be heard, where your gift will make room, where your presence will no longer be overlooked. Not for fame, not for attention, but for purpose. And what I am doing will not feel like a performance. It will feel like peace. It will not feel like striving. It will feel like flow. You won't have to push your way forward. You'll simply walk into what has already been waiting for you. And the moment your feet touch it, everything will make sense. All the no's will make sense. All the closed doors will make sense. All the silence, all the stretching, all the waiting, it will all make sense. You were never being punished. You were being prepared. And now you are ready. Not just to be seen, but to carry the weight of what's coming with maturity, with grace, with joy. You're not entering the spotlight. You're walking into the promise. And I will walk with you. I will guard your heart as the world begins to watch. I will keep your feet steady as your steps accelerate. I will continue to speak to you in the quiet places so you don't lose your peace when the noise increases. Don't be afraid of what's ahead. This time, the pace won't drain you. The people won't confuse you. The pressure won't undo you. Because I've made you strong, not in appearance, but in foundation. I am the one who holds you. I am the one who opens the doors and protects what walks through them. I'm not just giving you visibility, I'm giving you vision. I'm not just putting you in position, I'm giving you peace within it. You won't have to become someone else to fit. You'll walk as yourself, the version I've known all along, the version they're just beginning to see. You are no longer invisible, but more importantly, you are no longer unsure. This is not just about others seeing you. It's about you seeing yourself the way I see you. And now that you do, nothing will ever be the same. This is your season of fulfillment. You are not rising alone. You are rising with me. And as you rise, you will notice something deeper begin to grow inside of you. Not pride, not pressure, but purpose. The kind of purpose that cannot be shaken by opinions or setbacks. The kind of purpose that doesn't need applause to feel real. The kind of purpose that flows from knowing you were created for this, long before anyone else could see it. The battles you fought in silence will become the fuel behind your words. The pain you endured in private will become the oil on your voice. The wounds you once tried to hide will become the places I pour my healing through. You won't need to pretend anymore. You won't need to carry the weight of proving your worth. You've already been proven. Through fire, through tears, through obedience. And now, what you carry is not just your story. It's my glory. The days of smallness are over, not because you've changed who you are, but because you've grown into who you've always been. I've expanded your spirit, deepened your understanding, and strengthened your endurance. You've become someone who can carry what others couldn't. Someone who can speak when others are silent. Someone who can stay when others run. Someone who can lead not because of loudness, but because of presence. Your gentleness is your power. Your quiet strength is your weapon. Your humility is your covering. And your faithfulness is your foundation. I will begin to align divine appointments, sacred conversations, and holy opportunities that carry my fingerprint. You won't need to chase them. They'll recognize what you carry. You won't need to shout. They'll sense what I've built in you. And even if some still don't see, even if some still refuse to understand, you will not shrink again. Because now, your confidence isn't built on being seen, it's built on being sent. You will no longer water yourself down to fit what others can handle. You will no longer second-guess what I've confirmed. You will no longer apologize for the oil I've placed on your life. You'll walk boldly, but humbly. You'll speak gently, but with fire. You'll lead quietly, but with impact. This is not the version of you that was broken by rejection. This is the version of you that rose in the secret place. I'm placing you in positions not to be admired, but to bring my atmosphere. Your presence will carry peace. Your words will carry weight. Your life will reflect my light. And when they ask, "Where did this come from?" you will smile, knowing the answer has always been, "It came from me." I was the one who stayed when others walked away. I was the one who whispered truth when lies tried to take over. I was the one who healed what no one saw was broken. I was the one who shaped the masterpiece from the pieces. Now step into this new chapter with assurance. Not because it will be easy, but because I will be with you. You don't have to be afraid of what's next. I'm not sending you out unprepared. I have equipped you in every quiet moment, in every private prayer, in every lonely hour. You're ready, not because everything around you is perfect, but because everything within you is finally aligned. You've stopped searching for validation and started living from revelation. And now, doors will open, not because of effort, but because of favor. Not because of striving, but because of surrender. Not because of who you know, but because of who you belong to. Your name is written in places you haven't even stepped into yet. Your voice is being echoed in spaces where decisions are being made. Your presence is being prepared for influence beyond what you imagined. Because you are not forgotten, you are not lost, you are not late, you are rising, on time, in purpose, with me. And nothing, no voice, no delay, no rejection can stop what I've ordained. So rise, shine, stand tall, not to be noticed, but to be used, not to be worshipped, but to reflect me. Because what's beginning now isn't about a spotlight, it's about surrender. And what I do with a surrendered heart can never be undone. You are my vessel, you are my light, you are my beloved, and now the world will see what I've always known. You are ready, you are chosen, you are mine, you are mine, and I have not brought you this far just to leave you here. I have not poured into you just to see you emptied again. I have not healed you just to watch you hide behind your old fears. No, beloved, I have brought you through the fire so that you would carry the flame. You will not return to the shadows you once called home. You will not shrink just to make others comfortable. You will not dim your light because they didn't understand its brightness. This time you walk in the full measure of who I created you to be. You won't second guess whether you're enough. You won't beg for a seat at the table. I am preparing the table for you. You won't chase what was never meant for you, because what is meant for you will find you now. Your steps will be steady because your identity is secure. Your peace will be lasting because your hope is eternal. Your strength will be unshakable because it's not rooted in applause, but in my presence. And when the voices of doubt try to whisper again, you'll remember they don't define you. When the past tries to tug at your sleeve, you'll remind it you no longer live there. When the enemy tries to throw old labels over your shoulders, you'll reject them. Because I've already dressed you in truth. I have clothed you in dignity, wrapped you in grace, and crowned you with purpose. So no more hiding, no more explaining, no more apologizing for how far I've brought you. What I've built in you through every tear, every weight, every wilderness, it's real, it's holy, and it's time. Let them see the fruit. Let them see the healing. Let them see the strength I placed in you when you were on your knees crying in the dark. Let them hear the wisdom I whispered to you when no one else was listening. Let them feel the fire that never went out, even when it flickered low. You are not the same. You have been transformed. And now the world will encounter me through you. Not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Not because you are loud, but because you are faithful. Not because you demanded attention, but because you carried my presence when no one else did. And in every step forward, remember, you do not walk alone. My hand is still holding you. My voice is still guiding you. My spirit is still filling you. The dreams you thought were over, they are awakening. And every delay, it was part of the design. Every no, it was me protecting the yes that was worth waiting for. Every closed door, it was keeping you from settling for something less than divine. Now is the time. Jesus is fighting battles you don't even know about. Comment, "Thank you, Jesus," if you're grateful. Now is the season. Now is the unveiling. You don't have to fear the future. You are walking in favor. You don't have to defend your place. You are walking in purpose. You don't have to carry the weight alone. I am carrying you. So exhale. You've carried this for a long time. Let peace rush in like a river. Let joy rise like the morning sun. Let your heart be light. Let your soul breathe deep again. Because what is ahead is not a burden, it's a blessing. And what you are becoming is not a surprise to me. It is what I planned all along. You are not overlooked. You are anointed. You are not rejected. You are established. You are not behind. You are right on time. You are stepping into what eyes have not seen, what ears have not heard, what hearts have not even imagined. Because you love me and you've stayed with me. I've seen your faithfulness. I've seen your tears. I've heard your prayers, and I'm answering louder than you expected, deeper than you dreamed, stronger than you knew possible. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the fullness. So walk boldly, speak truthfully, live freely, because you are no longer waiting to be seen. You are walking as someone already known by heaven. And when people ask what changed, you'll smile, lift your eyes, and say, God remembered me, and I finally remembered who I am in Him. And that, my child, will change everything.